Today in the grain market, a little bit of red across the board, with soybeans easier on vegetable and crude oil, kind of adding a little bit of pressure to the market. As well as China, they've kind of been pretty quiet, even though futures did start out better. It just didn't hold. We're kind of consolidating right now with the CVOL at down to 35.3%. That's the lowest we've seen in quite a while. The November November option volatility is 27.3%. I think that that's also a little bit low, but that's just an indicator that the market is kind of just moving somewhat sideways. I think the only positive is that there was a little boost in the out of the money call buying, and I think that that's just a little indicator that there's still some possibilities. I mean, it's still in the middle of summer, so there's plenty of crop growing to go. Now, the corn was also lower. I think the seasonal lows ahead of harvest is kind of happening right now, and we expected the market might have gotten lower at this time. Also, China's interest is a little bit waning for corn at this point, and that's why that market's moving a little bit sideways. Now, for December, that $5 support number is a pretty big number. We're still about up 26 cents away, but we're going to see if we can keep that market, above that for the D's contract. So that's something we're going to be watching. The CVOL for corn is finally under 50% at 48.1, which is still pretty high, but that's based on the last 10 days, and so we've got a few more days while that's pretty strong. Now, the D's volatility is at 32%. And while that's really a drawdown from where it's been, it's still relatively high overall. Now, wheat did slip today as well. That winter wheat to harvest pressure is on the market, and kind of like corn, the market's really been consolidating. And then like soybeans, there has also been a boost in out of the money call buying. So there's a little a bit happening with wheat, even though that we're in the middle of harvest. We're at about 45%. So we're going to watch that. Clearly, the rains across the country has also put pressure on all of the grain markets. But I think that the fact that that wheat did gap through that support number of 630, and now we've been below it, and just kind of consolidating right here, there was some worry that maybe there'd be some more momentum on the downside, but it looks like it's not happening. And so we're just moving sideways, waiting for some news to give us more market direction.